Oh, I got a good idea for that one.
Hey, my name is Shawn. Thanks for that note, Chris. I appreciate that. My name is Shawn Shaler. That's my friend Chris Ford, aka the Objective Geek of YouTube and Twitter fame. Welcome to Avatar The Last Podcasters, which I basically never say, but you're always welcome, regardless of whether or not I say it. And this week, I'm still on vacation for this is the last week of vacation. I think next week we'll probably do it like a crazy long review of Yang Chen novel, Dawn of Yang Chen, most likely. But this week while I'm still on vacation, we're going to do one more set of superlatives, high school yearbook caliber superlatives. Thank you, Katelyn, for all of your comments. We appreciate them all, and especially this idea is a really fun little activity. But Chris, before we get started, do you have any news, updates, comments? How was your fake week that we've recorded 3 in a row of? So I presume.
It was great. I got a new job. No, I'm kidding.
I guess mine was great too. I
No.
ate I ate tacos in a different country, soft shell tacos specifically. Really, burritos,
Man,
but
it'd be nice to go to Puerto Rico. I think that might be something in my future. Maybe, probably not.
it
Uh,
is inexpensive and still
mm,
Caribbean. And
you
during,
had me at inexpensive.
I thought that would speak to our souls. My wife knows how to play me, Chris. That's all I gotta say. When she's planning these vacations, but then during COVID times, like being a U.S. U.S. territory is very helpful to being able to get back
Yeah,
into the country. So
yeah,
yeah, very. So I'm probably right now as we're speaking, I'm probably just on the beach, just like eating tacos, like just belly hanging out. Everybody else is like in their hot girl summer bods, and I'm just eating tacos.
I've never been on the beach before.
I don't. I don't care about that. It's not that I don't care for them or against them. I don't care about them. I just want to be comfortable. It could be by a beach or a pool or inside, wherever. I like being comfy on vacation. But anyway, well, Chris, we did superlatives last week. We're gonna do Legend of Korra. We did Avatar: Last Airbender last week. This week we're gonna do Legend of Korra. Really, just one rule, and it's barely a rule. It's more like a guideline, and that was that we tried not to repeat. We tried not to repeat characters to the best of our abilities.
Yeah,
I also rearranged some things just because I wanted to do the cutest couple one last, because that's always a fun one to discuss. People take their ships pretty seriously, I've come to learn. Chris, let's start at the top. Let's go with most popular.
most popular. I don't even know what play that's from, but it's. Dang, I didn't pick one for. Wait, no, I did. So most popular. You know what? I'm going to go with. No, she wouldn't be. You go with most. You go ahead and go. I'm flip flopping here.
I don't like that I picked, like, that I, like, jumped the shark really hard on these most popular impulse
Mm,
shows. I didn't do Korra, I did
yeah.
Asami. Because she's rich,
Hmm.
she's attractive, she's smart, she's got all those things. Like, everybody would love Asami.
Yeah, yeah. That.
It was so hard to
You
use
know
her
what?
so early, though. That's tough.
Okay, good. I'm glad I came with something else because she was my initial answer. I want to save her. I want to save her.
Savor it. Savor
Lead in. I'm gonna go with. Uh, oh, dang it, no, because now this would be a better one for something else.
See that rule
Never.
with
I'll just go
having a
with Asami.
sideman.
Yeah, I'll go with Asami because I think that's everything you said. She
She
gets
has
along
everything,
fairly
man.
well with everyone. She has everything going for her. She's rich. Like she's the rich girl that's down to earth, who's
She
into like
is.
sporty stuff and
She's the rich
and
girl. You
yeah,
write her off at first, right? And then you like hang out with her. Like, she like,
exactly.
hey, can I have a ride home? It's an
Yeah,
emergency. And she's like, of course. And you're like, oh, that was super nice. And then you're talking
yeah.
with
She's like,
her
so
on the
you want to
ride
drive?
home. Yeah, and she's like, you want to? And you're like, yeah. And then you're talking to her on the way home. You're like, she's like super cool. It turns out I'm the asshole. Asami, great choice.
I do like that story trope all the times when characters are like rich and popular, and then that like the unpopular kid is realized like, oh, this person like, and they almost hate them more, just like, oh, you're actually a decent,
Actually, pretty cool.
good
Yeah.
human being.
It's a very Disney kind of trope, which I know we're talking about a Nick show, but it's a common trope.
Yeah, yeah.
Chris, the other place that I wanted to put Asami, but I couldn't because I already used her, was most likely to succeed. Most likely to succeed.
Mm, yeah. So for most likely to succeed, I went with Janora. Because I feel like Janora is very studious. I think she's a born leader. I think, I think she is literally the most likely to succeed out of like anyone. Like if it's like there's no other option for her but to succeed.
This one, I have this one person in mind, and I was looking over all these options that I had. I was like, I have to get this person in one of them, and she didn't really fit in any of them, but I had to have her in one of them. So I picked Julie for this. I was like, she put up with Varric. She's smart.
Mm,
She clearly like
yeah.
a hard worker. Like success is relative. She's gonna make it somewhere or other. And I just had to have her in my list
Mm,
somewhere.
yep.
Chris, how about most likely to be president? I think it's my turn to go first. So I said, I repeated my joke from last time. I said dictator Kuvira or another
Mm.
person where I could have put him a ton of places, but I picked him here. I put Varric, President Varric.
Oh gosh, that's
He's got money. He's loud and
dang,
annoying,
that's
and sometimes Americans vote those people into presidential offices.
that's accurate.
It's
Um, I I'm
there's
gonna
a
say
lot
both
of
my
Varric.
options on this.
There's a
I
lot of Varric potential in the list, though. That
there really is. Um, Kuvira is a really good one because yeah, she would also probably make a good like same with Azula, but I think she would actually be
she'd
more
be less
motivated to do good
shitty,
things.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, but another option, which is somewhat cheating, is Julie because she does become president in the comics.
Oh, no kidding. Good
Yeah.
for her. You know what? That's why I picked her most likely to succeed. Little joke
Yeah.
there. No. uh, Chris, next one. I had the hardest time picking this. This is the hardest one for me to pick.
I knew exactly.
You go ahead first.
It,
Biggest
it was
flirt. Who you
quick.
got?
Oh dang it, biggest flirt.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did
Oh,
you?
I think we're missing. I think we're missing most likely to be broke.
Okay, let's do most likely to be broke. Let's do that one. You go first
Okay,
because I gotta think.
okay. Milo. And the thing is, so with Avatar, I said, with Avatar, I said Aang because he's a monk and money is just like not a concept that he really thinks about that much. Funny enough, Yang Chen novel, that thing. Never mind. I don't want to spoil it because it's not like a spoiler. I think I mentioned it before. Like there was a person who's like, an air nomad can't touch money. An air avatar nomad shouldn't touch money, and she's just like, there you go. Like it's money. Like, but anyway, Milo would be broke for the opposite reason. He probably wants money, but he's not good at money. I don't see him managing money well, like at all.
I I'm gonna default to your answer, but just to try to add spice to it because I didn't think of one for this one, I'll say
Mm.
Kaya or Uncle Boomy. Either one of those for relatively similar like
Yeah,
ish
I get
reasons.
I can see Kaya. Kaya, for some reason,
She's like an
feels
irresponsible
like
millennial traveling the world, spin it all up. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
she seems like the type of aunt that's in debt all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I tried this thing out and it costs this amount of money, like credit card debt type of stuff. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why she gets that feeling, but
Because they talk about her like traveling all over, right? Like gallivanting
yeah,
and
yeah,
everywhere. So yeah, it seems like
yes, yeah,
I got an aunt like that. I've been there.
hmm
Okay, now let's go to biggest flirt, and you know what? I'll go first, or you can go first, whichever you
Okay,
feeling.
you go first. You go first.
I had the hardest time with this one, Chris. I I picked Korra.
Mm.
Man, she tried to get with every guy in Team Avatar, like and every girl. So
Yeah,
that's tough.
the thing is, Cora's like the most. She is the most powerful human being in the world. But I went with Cora also as the biggest flirt because she flirted hard with Mako. She dated Mako. Flirts. I wouldn't say she
She
flirted hard with.
instigates a lot of this stuff too. It's not like I mean, obviously, like
Yes.
guys are reciprocating, but she's starting a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, flirts with Asami, hooks up with Asami. She flirts with Bolin, gets Bolin thinking that they're like she's almost the bad type of flirt with Bolin. She's definitely the bad type of flirt with
Yeah,
Bolin.
she kind of
Like
is.
she's flirting with him in that sense, just I think to get a feeling of acceptance and
Vengeance.
not rejection.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Um, and I could easily see her flirting with other people. And I think other people are like people ship her with other people, and it some of them go so easily. I I could see her and Korra have her and like Kuvira at first having like somewhat flirtish like relationship with each other, but not a real relationship, but just a flirtish type of deal. But understanding that that ain't never gonna work. Like we just flirt sometimes, but it ain't never. I'm talking about in a high school setting, not in like
Yeah,
an actual in Legend of Korra type of deal, because them two won't ever be
it's
flirting
not
with
gonna
each other.
pan out.
Um, I think other people even like I don't know. She just comes off. Okay, I was about to say something that sounded more. She comes off easygoing. I was about to say she comes off easy. That's
Why don't you
not
just
what I was.
shame her, Chris?
Comes
You
off easygoing.
jackass.
She just easily can get into I think those flirting situations.
Agreed. Agreed. Chris, I can't remember where it belongs, so I'm going to throw it in here, and it's most likely to change, and in parentheses, over the course of the show. Most likely to change over the course of the show. It's your turn.
Hmm. Okay. So I want to go with Korra because I think that is true. I mean, she had the best character arc, but I think Varric because one he is so all over the place. He can easily change from one thing to the other. But also he did change. He changed. He grew a great deal. So I think Varric is a good choice for this.
Keep in mind that I didn't remember to have this one, and I already used Korra, so I'm gonna say Lin Beifong. Like, the way that she acts and
Mm,
behaves doesn't like seem extrovertedly changed, but like she changed. She did a lot of big things during the show, and it affected her very strongly. So
yeah.
I'll go Lin Beifong because I don't see her anywhere else on my list. Chris,
Yep.
next one I got is Class Clown, and I'll go first. I feel like last time this felt like a pretty easy one. I went with Bolin. Yeah.
Yeah. Bolin is a really easy choice. He's also the choice. Class clowns, I feel like, purposely draw attention to themselves. Well, I feel like Varric, who was my second choice, just natural. That's just he's not doing it necessarily for like attention. That's just how he is.
Whereas Bolin
Um,
kind of is an entertainer in the
yes,
employment sense. Like, I mean, obviously he's in the
yeah.
movies, but like by choice, kind of.
But even when like episode 4, I think when he's like trying to come up with cash, like he's trying to entertain with Pabu and stuff. So yeah, I think Bolin is probably the best choice. But it was definitely between Bolin and Varric on Class Clown.
Yeah, and I thought about Varric a lot, but he fits so well that president gap that I stuck there. But speaking of
Mhm.
Varric, Chris, most likely to go to prison.
Um, I recently have on here Milo, but I'm gonna switch it to Kaya, and I think she would go to prison because of like protesting something, like too hard, like tying herself up to like some type of. I'm just getting that sort of I don't know hippie feeling, from her and she's also very adamant about like, stuff. So I could see her going to prison for like that reason, for good reason.
I kind of went the opposite route, but on that same sort of extremist reason. I was like, I bet even in school, like Noah Talk and Tarlock just were like those extremist kids, like always sort of the like vigilante justice or like extremist but for good cause kind of guys. I feel like they were probably causing
Hmm.
problems the whole way. So I went Noah Talk and Tarlock. A little easy, a little boring. I like your answer better, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna skip cutest couple till last.
The
Let's go
thing is,
with
so here would also be for like the same reason as Kaya
true.
of like
Yeah,
protesting something, but he would take it like way too far. It's like we
yeah.
burnt down this building. and it's just like
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like Notok and
anarchy.
Tarlok is exactly that idea of like they would be doing stuff for like what they saw as good causes, but they would just be doing ridiculous crap in not a good way.
Yeah.
So skipping cutest couple for later, we're gonna hold that one. Let's do most likely on reality TV. Most likely on reality TV.
You go ahead and take this one.
This would have been a great Varric one, but I'm gonna say it just kind of fits. I was thinking about the Big Brother motif, and so I was like,
Hmm.
well, the female actress from the Movers or the douchebag from the other good pro bending team. Those
Ooh,
people both
yes.
scream
I
Big
think his
Brother
name's
to
Tano.
me. It's not a very exciting answer because they're
Yeah.
so small, like niche roles, but they just feel like
Yeah.
reality show people.
No, my initial answer was Bolin, but I think I really like I believe his name's Tano from the Wolf Bats gang. I really like that answer. I think that's a because he's in it for money. He's into competitions and stuff for money. I think he'll be in a competition like that. I'm looking back just so I can maybe think of another answer, but I can't.
Well, and Bolin
Yeah,
like would have made sense. Varric again, big personalities, so trying to cut deeper.
yeah, yeah.
Chris, how about win lottery, lose ticket?
Um, I think I've said some type of variation of Eric. But I think it would be a Varric. I think, yeah, he'll win the lottery, but also he wouldn't care. He's like, whatever. Like, because I gotta cut back on my Alice stones. Um, the I want to choose Icky for something, maybe Icky, yeah,
Okay,
but because
yeah, I mean
she's,
just a
I don't know,
fun
she's
name.
somewhat whimsical, and also she wouldn't care if she lost millions of dollars or billions in most recent lottery. Well,
I said jokingly Iroh again since he's technically in here, but then I went with Prince
that's
Wu,
true.
right? Because Prince Wu would be the kind of like he didn't even read the
Ooh,
number. Somebody
yeah.
give him a ticket and he'd be like, "Thank you," and then he'd throw the ticket in the trash. Like I don't know what this peasant stuff is.
Dang it, Sean. That's such a good answer.
And Prince Wu, there's a couple others he would have fit as well. Speaking of Prince Wu, Chris, how about best dressed? Best dressed. I guess
Hmm.
it's my turn first.
Oh, yeah. You
Oh,
go ahead.
okay. So this would have been a great place for Asami because I love all of Asami's get-ups. Love them all. I
Yeah.
went with, and I realize I have a thing here, but I went with Unalaq because I love the classy water tribe looks, like the
Okay.
formal water tribe wear. And so that was consistent. And I just, if it can't be Asami, gotta give Unalaq some love. No offense, Tarlok, it's just a different style. No, not Tarlak.
You know who I should have
What's
chose for best
Unalaq's
dress?
brother's name? What's Korra's dad's name?
Uh, Tanarok.
Tonrock. Thank you. No offense, Tonrock. His looks more ruffian.
Yeah, yeah, no, it does. You know who I should win for best dress in Avatar? Fire Lord Ozai.
I
I
mean, it's a
do
sick
like
get
that
up.
regal look.
It's a sick
Yeah,
get up.
like you got the freaking crown and everything. Like that's dope.
And the head,
Um,
the top knot is
yeah,
such an
yeah,
iconic thing.
and then that's a and also when you first see him, like he looks nothing like you think. Like he's a a traditional nice handsome looking man. He has hair slicked back, got that nice chin hair. Very regal and stuff. He talks in such a manner that is calm and demeanor. Yeah, I should have chose him.
That's fair. That's a good
Anyway,
choice.
for Korra though, I am going to go with I think Asami is a very easy choice. She has such a
She
wide
is, man.
range of things,
And she's one of those people.
but
She's one of those bitches that makes everything look good.
yeah,
Just kidding. Just
um,
joking. No.
yeah. I mean she's definitely the best dressed, but I think my
Yeah.
favorite character design, man, I love two specific character designs, and we haven't gotten to character design in Korra yet. That type of episode we did for Avatar. But Korra has a really good one. I love her season two. I'm going with Korra. Screw it. But I love the season two look when her hair's down in the bag, but she still has the ponytails, and then uh, just her outfit is like really like I just love that outfit and that look. Also, I love Lin Beifong's just a uniform. I have the statue right there. I think it's so reminiscent of Kyoshi's in a way, to where it's very layered and armory, but it's just a completely different color scheme. I
I
really
had
love that.
I had Mako and Lin listed as like potentials here, but what drew me away ultimately is his color. Like those guys need some splash to them.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
love the
that's
actual
fair.
just the I love the uniform design themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lots of good choices in Legend of Korra for some reason more so than Avatar.
Well,
If I, I
probably
mean,
because
if I
society
set
and the
on
show had
one, set
progressed,
on
right? Like
true.
the, I,
Yes. Yeah, even like the richest people in Avatar still kind of look like, unless you're a king or queen,
uh,
like I don't know.
yeah, no, I can see. Great. I like to pick on Korra too because that'd be easy to dismiss for like any number of previous choices.
Yeah. Oh
Chris,
wait, I forgot who I was about to choose for. I think I forgot to choose somebody. I haven't chose Boomy for anything. Boomy. I meant to choose Boomy for lose your lottery ticket. Yeah, that's right.
that's a great choice too.
Yeah.
Um, what do I have left? Oh, the cutest couple that never was. Chris, do you want
Yes.
to go first? Or you want me
Cutest
to?
couple that never was. I man. So my initial answer to this is somewhat cheating. It's Tenzin and oh wait, no, I know it now. It is Kaya and um Lin Beifong. Like
Okay.
there's so many people who ship those two, and there's so many like good little snippet fan theories or stories about it that I think it would be really interesting. Like there's a little fan thing of just like Suyin and not Suyin, of Lin and Kaya talking, and Kaya being like, "Yeah, I remember like you left my brother, and like, but you also left me." Like, I don't know, some stuff like that, which I don't know, that'll be an interesting dynamic and an interesting couple. The other one was, but it happened, was Tenzin and Lin. Actually, I don't ship them really at all. Never mind, screw that.
Mm. Well, and I gotta be honest, I don't even like the big personality differences between Lin and Kaya. That doesn't do it for me. That's okay.
Hmm?
Um, Chris, let me take you through some headcanon here. You know,
Ooh, okay.
we get to the end of season 4, and poor Batar Jr. has just almost been murdered by his fiance. He's a little brokenhearted, right? And his life's out of control. He needs somebody in his life that plays the same role as Kavira, but who's not gonna outwardly actively try to kill him. They might threaten to kill him, but not somebody that's going to help him get his life back in order. And well, it just so happens there's another single young lady out there, a little young for him, but she's single, and I feel like Eska could really help him put his life back in order. They're both broken.
Uh,
They're both from politically astute
wait.
familial backgrounds. I think they could really be a great couple. You know what I'm saying?
Did we ever say biggest flirt? No, we did, because we said core.
Korra,
But
yeah,
I
we
forgot
did.
yeah, yeah. I
Eska
forgot
would
that
have been a funny
Bolin
answer,
is
though. That would have been great.
that's true. I forgot that Bolin is like really high on that also, because Bolin
Yeah.
flirted with plenty of girls actually.
He was just
But
such an obvious little
I'll still give it
class
to Korra.
clown that I just dumped him into the
Yeah,
class clown right away. But
yeah. I'll still give it to Korra, even though Bolin has flirted with harder and with I think probably more
some worse
people.
people, too, man. He's got
Yeah, that's true.
random
That's true.
actresses and
Yeah.
evil daughters.
Ice princesses and stuff.
But but
Um,
listen, I think that Eska and Batar, I can feel real chemistry there, of Batar getting that same sense of like this person kind of keeps me in line, keeps me in order, but she's also
mm,
not
that's
like
funny.
she's not literal murderous psychopath, just like kind
Mhm.
of dramatic psychopath.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
Um,
Oh, Chris,
yeah.
I got a curveball to throw at you for the end of our
Okay.
superlative episodes. Chris, which character in Legend of Korra would you be most likely to be X character? Give me your character. I beat Bolin. It's
Hmm.
easy. He's an Earthbender. He,
Yeah.
except for the part where he's attractive and talented and stuff. But I share a lot of personality traits, I believe, with Bolin. So mine would be pretty easy.
Um, in the Legend of Korra, I would probably be, no, not really Kai. Um,
Man,
not
even
really
back
good
to
other air nomad that. I mean, I would be an airbender regardless, but personality wise, hmm,
even back to
probably
ATLA, I
more
think Bolin would be my best fit overall. Like even if I included the whole group. So I think I've got my thorough answer.
wouldn't be no, it wouldn't be my. He's too stuck up. No way. I mean Suyin, and we didn't really put Suyin on anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, probably Suyin, I guess.
You'd be a strong Suyin.
Yeah.
Although I don't see
Uh,
any kids like being raised near your home becoming dictators. I feel like you'd
um,
catch that little oversight.
question though, we did not put Mako on anything. You know what? I think most likely to game show. I'm sorry,
Okay, game
reality
show, that's
TV.
fine. I
I could not
I
game. I mean,
mentioned him in best dressed. I couldn't pull the trigger.
yeah. I think he could be the type to go on like Big Brother type of deal where he's like meet some ladies, when I
FBI's most wanted.
and
Oh,
yeah,
different game show.
and compete. He like there are certain players in Big Brother who are like, oh, that's the person who's going to win a lot of competitions, but still have a pretty good social game. And Mako would be that one.
I lament that I did not mention Tenzin or his children.
Yeah, Tenzin. I
I
couldn't
lament
really
that.
think of Tenzin for because Tenzin is like
Most
I
likely
love
to be a
Tenzin. I was like,
boring history teacher. I don't know.
he wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't be a president because he's not. He
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
have that.
bad.
He doesn't. He doesn't want that type of power and stuff like that. Um. Yeah. No, Tenzin didn't really fit me with a lot of stuff.
I liked your Janora pick best of all of the placements for children compared to choices that I had. I liked your Janora success choice a
Hmm.
lot. No offense, Julie. You can still continue to do the thing. I just couldn't have a list without Julie in it.
Yeah.
Chris, that's all the superlatives I've got. Last time you kind of got
Oh,
cut off. Did I interrupt and cut you out of any last topics?
no, there was another couple that never was. That was actually originally in the script, so they changed it. At one point, it was in the script of General Aro the Second and Asami.
Oh, nice. Power couple. I
Yeah,
like
they
that.
they they would make a cute power couple. They would
That's
make like the power couple.
well. I was to say
You
you're
got
putting the
the
power all over that man. That's like an arranged marriage
yeah,
power couple right there.
yeah.
I don't know if they do that in
like
this
he like
world.
he's the crown prince of the Fire Nation. Yeah, you don't really think about him like that because he's the head of like the United Nations Army, but he is the crown prince of the Fire Nation.
Still
And also
genealogical royalty.
yeah, with the probably the most powerful woman in Republic City is
Certainly in line to be
Masami,
the
probably.
richest.
Yeah, she's definitely the richest. She would
Yeah,
have to be.
that's a good call out. Good call. Deep cut. There we go. We ended on a deep cut. I like that. Chris, last time you got cut off too. Do you have any last Avatar: The Last Airbender notes to toss in before your internet went out? Any
Uh,
amendments?
I did not. I did not know. I don't have anything to amend. Sorry for putting that chip in people's heads. That
That
probably was scarring.
I hope people shut it off before then. But actually, no, I don't. I kind of want everybody to have to think about that. That being said, I won't put any weird ships in your head this week when we sign off, which is right now. My name's Shawn. That's Chris Ford, aka the Objective Geek of YouTube and Twitter. This is Avatar: The Last Podcasters. Katelyn, you're such a delightful fan. Thank you for the idea and all the comments. And next week we'll do our super duper. Like we're just gonna chat. I don't even know how much structure we have. We're just gonna talk book.
I don't
It's
either.
gonna take
Last
forever.
when we did Kyoshi, it was such a. I might try and structure it a little bit
Okay.
more, just by like story beats,
You hit
maybe.
me with the structure and I'll follow suit. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the superlatives while I'm out on vacation. I'll put all the details in the description as always. Do the whole like, subscription, comment, whatever you're willing to give us. Give us those things. We appreciate it, and we'll see.
Sacrifice your soul.
Sacrifice your souls for us. We don't have a Patreon, Chris. I don't know if you can pledge your soul or not. Can you?
That's true. That's the higher tier level. You can do $1 a month, $10 a month. Pledge your soul.
We'll give you a shout out in our episode. Sacrifice your soul. We'll do superlatives for you. Thanks, Katelyn. Your soul looks great on the shelf back here. Anyway,
your soul. I'm just thinking of what's his name from Mortal Kombat. Your soul is mine.
What is his name? Raiden.
Shang Tsung?
No, Shang Tsung, the bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy who goes like, "Your soul is mine,"
and it's all
he takes people's souls.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
What a disappointment of a movie. No, that's you know what? It's only disappointing if you have expectations, and everybody else did, but I did not. So I guess I was not disappointed. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. I'm going to bed. I'm getting loopy.
Did pretty good for 3 episodes in one night.
Yeah, I didn't do this, but yeah, we did record 3 episodes in one night. Behind the curtain, you pay $1, you get to hear us talk during the outro.
Yeah.
Or if you don't pay $1.